Welcome to California. You knew the cowboy song was going to have to do something different here in California. We couldn't just go to Napa or Paso Robles or Temecula. I had to go somewhere on the wine trail, and that is Lodi, California. Most people don't know that Lodi, California actually produces 40% of the premium wine grapes in all of California. It's actually known as the wine grape capital of the world. So let's head on over to David Michael Winery and see what they're pouring for us today.
Significant national recognition for Lodi began with Creedence Clearwater Revival's song Lodi, which was released in 1969. Recently, wine community recognition has grown, with Lodi receiving the 2015 Wine Region of the Year award by Wine Enthusiast magazine. As it turns out, CC&R's founding leader and songwriter John Fogerty never actually slept or got stuck in Lodi. So why did he write his famous song about Lodi? Fogerty once said, "The first time I ever heard the word Lodi, I thought it was the coolest sounding name, so I saved it for the longest time." Despite being a cool sounding name, initially the town was called Mokolumne and Mokolumne Station after the nearby river. However, confusion with other neighboring towns prompted a name change. Several stories have been offered about the origin of the town's current name. Some say Lodi may have been named after a local stable horse that had set a 4-mile record, but the horse reached the peak of its fame in 1869 before the city was established in 1873. Alternatively, some say the city was named after a city in northern Italy called Lodi, where Napoleon defeated the Austrians in 1796 and won his first military victory. But more than likely, some of the earliest settler families were from Lodi, Illinois, and they chose to use the same name as their hometown. Lodi is the birthplace of A&W RootBeer, the first batch of which was made in 1919 on a hot dog cart during a parade. The spot where Roy Allen sold his root beer is now marked with a plaque. Lodi's A&W restaurant features a vast collection of A&W novelties and is a great stop if you're in the area.
So, I'm standing in Lodi, and the drive here was a long one. Mrs. K and I left yesterday from Glendale, Arizona in the truck. It was an 11-hour drive, but it was definitely worth it. Got here, stayed at Wine and Roses or Roses and Wine. Not sure which way it was, but it was a fantastic little spot in the center of town next to a park and a vineyard. Really enjoyed the stay. Got to hang out for a little bit last night and then come on over here to Michael David Winery.
It's derived from that to a large degree. Now, majority of this is now grown in Chile. So this represents one of the few vineyards outside of Chile, which is really quite unique. Mostly this was a clipping from the Casablanca Valley in Chile. So these are the grapes right here. So what's really quite unique about this wine is it tends to have these very somewhat more aromatic notes. We're about harvest, so these guys are about to pick, so we're almost there. So these probably have only about a couple of weeks of hang time left on them. You'll notice that there's a lot more foliage usually in the back of this because the sun's going up this way. And you guys gotta make sure we got enough air going in between these guys too.
Yeah, very nice.
So let's try these grapes.
Oh, I'd love to. That'd be fantastic.
Real beautiful.
We're just gonna wash them off.
So gorgeous. A little dirt never hurt anybody.
Oh yeah, no.
Well, there are a lot of spiders and stuff.
Spiders are just protein.
So let's go ahead and try some of these guys. You'll notice that they're packed in there pretty deep for the most part.
Oh, yeah. Give me one, honey.
Mm-hmm.
Be careful, lots of seeds.
Mm-hmm. That's tannin right there.
Oh yeah. It's a little sweet.
Oh, sweet. Actually, probably.
That's nice.
I was close. You're actually probably a week or so away.
Probably about 24 bricks.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Right about there. Nice thick skins.
Mm-hmm.
What's the bricks number that you want it to be at, maybe?
About 26.
Yeah.
About 26 and a
I was
quarter.
gonna say, it was just a little smidge light.
Yeah.
I can tell that.
You don't
But yeah, the skin ratio is.
Yeah, no, it's quite thick. And what you end up getting is, if you didn't have a chance to try this today, this is the Carmenère itself. So this is just the 2024 vintage, of course. This is the 2022. So beautifully well-crafted wine. I mean, this is going to be very kind of more medium body and standing. You do get some of those fruit flavors you expect from the kind of flavor profile, but this also has this very cool, unique kind of almost green bell pepper, or there's some sort of spice undertone to it.
Pyrazine.
Yeah, a little pyrazine, but not much. But yeah, no, that's beautiful. And you're right, it's got a spice. I'm trying to figure out.
How fun. Thank
It's like
you.
a-
This is so cool.
Like a sweet chili almost.
Yeah, isn't this
Yeah.
interesting? Great for food pairing. I mean, quite frankly,
Oh.
this is like a super interesting, well-developed wine in that case.
How many acres you guys have of the
So
Carmenère?
we take, really, we're only looking at about 5.5 acres.
Wow.
Just about. I mean, this is a pretty small vineyard for us. On campus, we grow, so right down that way is, on the other side of that is actually the Symphony grape, which is kind of interesting. So that's the third oldest planting of Symphony in California. Mike and Dave planted it really early on, about in the 70s. Right, Symphony's a Muscat style. It's a crossbreed between Alexander Muscat and a Grenache Grise. It's actually developed at UC Davis here about 1955.
Okay.
So Mike and Dave jumped on it really early as a varietal style.
Okay.
So we have Carmenère, Symphony, our Sauvignon Blanc is this big block in the black. We also have kind of a smattering of a little bit of Pinot and a few other things in that kind of a test vineyard. Semillon, Viognier, and then really importantly the Syrah vineyard. You guys planted back in early 1970s.
I didn't see Semillon today on.
You won't. It's actually in the Sauvignon Blanc.
Okay.
So we do about 98% Sauvignon Blanc, 2% Semillon in that.
Gotcha.
So, but very unique in that regard. So yeah, this just represents a very small microcosm.
Oh my gosh! Thank you for bringing us on. Really special.
Absolutely. We don't see it right here.
So I am tasting the Petite Petit actually here at Michael David Winery, not David Michael Winery. And you'll see it's just a dark, dark red wine. It's a blend of Petite Verdot and Petite Sirah. And just comes off very dark, ruby red. You get a lot of chocolates, you get a lot of licorice, huckleberry, a little bit of blueberry. Comes up almost black and blue fruits. And you taste that and you get that French oak taste that layers over that huckleberry. Definitely licorice coming through on that. It's just a beautiful, well-blended wine. I also like the two elephants on the label. Don't know why. I think they're adorable, and it does speak to the boldness of this wine. Give you a quick tour around the facility. This is the Bistro and Bubbles area right over here. Over here, there's, I don't know what that is. That chicken coops? I think there might be chicken coops over there. Hopefully we don't have a fox in the hen house situation. And over here, you'll see as we're coming up, you have a beautiful flower garden. So this is the venue here at Michael David Winery. It has grown over the years. So this was originally a fruit stand in the early 80s and has grown into this vast wine producing site here. This is really amazing. We have the wine tasting room, which we were in earlier, right over here. They have the restaurant over there that's kind of more of a cafe, which we're gonna visit here in a minute. And then behind us is what they call Bistro and Bubbles, which is kind of tableside service that they bring you food and bring you bottles of wine. It was actually a great place to sit down and just relax for a few moments. You'll see here we got bocce ball, and they have lots of things to do. I think there's a chicken house over there. I'm not sure what that is, but probably some farm animals. We've got some flowers over here in a flower garden. They get all their herbs and everything here. This farmland here is absolutely productive. They grow everything. I mean, I think there's things here, I don't even know what they are. Vegetables and fruits, kumquats. There's kumquats on this property. Anyway, this is a fantastic venue. Come spend some time if you get a chance.
Lodi and its surroundings are well known for the cultivation of grapes and production of wine. There are many vineyards in Lodi that are over a century old. A lot of those older vines are the Zinfandel grape variety. Lodi is America's most widely planted AVA, with currently over 113,000 acres of wine grapes in the ground. The Lodi Grape Festival was established in 1934 and runs in mid-September each year. It takes much of its festivities from the 1907 Tokai Carnival. Plain Tokai grapes were the signature grape in the area for many years because of the extremely site-specific growing nature of the grape and its unique pinkish color. Tokai was used primarily as a table grape or for brandy or fortified wines. Today, the Lodi Grape Festival celebrates over 100 grape varieties planted in Lodi. The Lodi Grape Festival shows off the grapes in elaborate displays, and there are blue ribbon contests and parades. Michael David Winery is a very popular wine destination in Lodi. It has a very fun and inviting atmosphere with its carnival theme. The namesake of the wine is the brothers Michael and David Phillips. Their family has been farming the land since 1860s in Lodi. That's 5 generations. With their long history in the Lodi area, the brothers believe in sustainable growing and winemaking techniques. The winery proudly follows the Lodi Rules, which is a set of over 100 rules that were vetted by scientists, academics, and environmental groups. This is one of the most thorough set of sustainable viticulture rules in all of California. If you can prove adherence to these rules, the wine can legally be called Lodi Rule Certified. The Freak Show line of wines is very popular and more than likely can be found in a store near you.
So we're sitting here at Bubbles and Bistro, is what they call this area. It's just a huge sitting area here, and they do table service. You have to order bottles of wine by the bottle, which really isn't a problem. And then when you order your food, they bring it to you like pedestrian Uber style and bring it out to the table. Super cool. I ordered the caprese sandwich, which is tomato, mozzarella, and some pesto, a little bit of balsamic vinegar. Mrs. K ordered the turkey pesto sandwich. Evidently that's twice the size of my sandwich. Not sure why that is. I ordered it with kettle chips, and Mrs. K, you know, loves some potato salad. So that's what she has here. You'll find out cowboy salmon and potato salad, don't mix those two things together. Anyway, we have the Pinot Noir here that we paired with this, and actually it pairs perfectly with the pesto. This is a little bit of a bolder Pinot Noir. You'll see the color is darker than you'll usually see in those Willamette Pinot Noirs. It's got a dark cherry, a little bit of chocolate to that, touch of like a mocha, a little bit of coffee in there. And just smells really good, so let's give it a go. Oh yeah, that's beautiful wine, really well made. The chocolate cherries comes through perfectly. You'll see this is their Misfits and Mavens label. They do such a great job of just keeping the kind of circus theme going on their labels. It's kind of fun, whimsical, keeps it exciting and entertaining while you're here. Hopefully sometime you can come by, get yourself some food and a bottle of wine and enjoy this wonderful atmosphere.
Oh, they picked.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, they picked.
That explains why it's...
But we still got a few little guys hanging around. So these are...
Oh, they did. I see where you're here.
Those are the Symphony grapes. And you'll notice this.
Those are sweet.
Those are candy.
Oh, my Lando.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that's the best pick right there.
Yeah, right there in the front.
Yeah, these are...
Oh my gosh. That was delicious, babe.
They're just fun.
Here, try one of these right here. That's how sweet it's supposed to be.
Oh, gosh. Oh my goodness, that's so good.
Isn't that fantastic?
Wow.
Yeah, these are, and they look more
Oh, look at how
they
beautiful
look
that
more
is.
like-
That does look like a table grape.
but these are just phenomenal grapes. And of course, it makes a sweeter white wine, you know, and natural. But it's a nice alternative to Muscat or to your Rieslings or anything like that. It's just a really well balanced wine.
That is so good.
I'm gonna try mine.
We could have shared this.
That was delicious. Mine's pretty good too. It has pesto on it too.
Why is yours so teeny?
Because they know
Don
cowboy
Ciabatta.
sign. I'm a petite guy.
That's delicious.
How's it going with the wine?
Probably pretty great with the pesto, right?
Yeah, matches really well with the pesto. It's delicious. So this is the politically correct wine here at Michael David, and this wine is amazing. First of all, it's a blend of Malbec, Merlot, Cabernet Sauvignon, and Petit Verdot. It's aged in French oak for 28 months. So that oak comes through. You're getting those caramels, you're getting dried herbs, you're getting a lot of that kind of coconutty type of thing, but a lot of mint there, if I noticed. You're getting a lot of mint. Let's give this a taste. Oh, and that is dark red fruit. That's chocolate covered cherries. That's espresso. That is an incredible wine. I think that's going to be pretty highly rated on my Vine Gypsy app, so I would suggest you check it out. And I hope if you get by, you get to try it. Just finished the wine tasting here at Michael David Winery. What an amazing experience. You can actually find these wines next to you. They actually have them at Costco. They have them in Safeways. Most of your grocery stores, you're going to find them. That's the Freak Show line. If you see that in your store, you know it's from right here in Lodi. I really like the Petite Petit, which was a blend of Petite Sirah and Petite Verdot. Really a nice, well-balanced wine. Mrs. K liked the political correctness, which really was a beautiful bottle, well designed, and the wine is next level. You can see my reviews on Vine Gypsy. I hope you get on there and check it out. They actually have the Freak Show brownies if you get here. I bought one. I have not tried it yet, but I'm gonna take it home because actually people in town were telling me to try the Freak Show brownie. It's a blend of the Cabernet right into a brownie. Sounds amazing to me. Anyway, I'm gonna say so long from now from Michael David Winery, and I hope I get to see you somewhere on the wine trail.